The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Carol Kidu Jr. In this edition, NICTA explains halt on Starlink license. NHC provides clarity on renovation exercise at 5 Mile, and digital ExxonMobil Cup draws unveiled. A significant milestone in maternal healthcare was marked in the Aitape-Lumi district with the launch of a new labor ward at the Ulau Sub-Health Center. The health facility, operated by the Diocese of Aitape, caters to an estimated 11,000 people across the district. This project was established through a 50,000 kina grant from the Digital PNG Foundation. The initiative was undertaken in response to a pressing need for improved maternal health services. For years, women in the Ulau area travel long distances to access safe delivery facilities, often risking complications due to delayed care. The ward was constructed in just 6 weeks. Father Patrick Iwu, health manager of the Aitape Diocese, local youths, skilled carpenters and ward councillors ensured the swift delivery of the facility that now stands as a symbol of progress and hope. A fire broke out in the early hours of this morning, destroying several buildings owned by the business arm of the United Church, Menduli. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined and will only be known after proper investigations are conducted by relevant government agencies.
Menduli, the business arm of the United Church in Mendi, Southern Islands Province, is dealing with the loss of several of its buildings after a fire broke out in the early hours of this morning. Southern Islands Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Mas Tuman confirmed the incident and said the blaze is believed to have started between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. in one of the buildings where a local business called Pisga operates. The PPC said the fire spread quickly, completely engulfing the line of shops there. All the affected properties are owned by Menduli. The BSP Bank building located next to the destroyed structure was not affected by the fire. PPC Tuman said police officers on duty noticed smoke coming out from the Pisga shop and immediately raised the alarm. They alerted the owner of Pisga as well as the BSP manager, who responded and went to the scene. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined and will only be known after proper investigations are conducted by relevant government agencies. Unfortunately, there is no fire service in Mendi. At the time of receiving this report, there were no details of casualties or damage estimates. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
The East Sepik Provincial Health Authority is planning major health service delivery improvement interventions using performance funds it received from the National Department of Health through the World Bank-financed Improving Access to Health Services in PNG, financing the project. The Impact Health Project Management Team met with members of the East Sepik PHA and Impact partners to support East Sepik deliver much-needed health services and improving health indicators in the province. ESP PHA CEO Matthew Kaluvia said while geographical challenges hinder health service delivery, one of their strategies to minimize staff complacency is moving district health managers around. working with the project provinces of East New Britain, Central, East Sepik and Simbu. The Impact Health Project aims to strengthen primary health care in rural and remote communities and provide tools and financing to strengthen service delivery and capacity of these PHAs. The Motor Vehicle Insurance Limited now will perform better with a new digital system of registration coinciding with the launching of the second phase of its head office extension in Port Moresby. The launching took place on Thursday, 18th December.
Chief Executive Officer of Motor Vehicle Insurance Limited, Bafino Koi, officiated at the launching of the second phase of the MVIL office extension project.
I officially open our Connect to MVIL office. Hooray!
MVIL is also expected to perform better with its new digital system of registration.
I'd like to make special acknowledgement to our board members, led by Dr. John Meku and our minister and KCH team, for seeing this state of infrastructure that MVIL see, and were able to allow us to speed up those projects to uplift our image and the branding. The first thing that needs to happen is the facilities that we have. And today we are here to celebrate that decision that gives us allowance to improve our facilities, and head office is one of them that we're actually here for.
Koi said this second phase will cater for MVIL staff, especially to facilitate the insurance services such as the third-party insurance, collections of the premiums, registration and driver's license, which are delegated functions.
The important part of this building is it's going to cater for our regional claim settlements for our southern region. We have 4 regions: in Hagen for the islands, in Ley for the Momase, in Kokopo for the Ningini Islands, and we don't have any office in the southern region. So the second phase construction actually caters for our claims office. So all the southern region claimants can be looked after in this area.
In line with the second phase construction, MVIL has also changed a lot in how it does business, including an upgrade in IT processes.
And we are driving that through a lot of IT and innovation. As of today, those all the customers that are here, our policyholders, you would know we used to have an old system of serving you. As of today, we have actually moved out from that old system and we have actually gone into a new system, which is a ERP system, or it's a very modernized system. And as of today, we are serving all the customers in that system. And that's part of our changes and the transformation that we are doing.
In the last 2 months, MVIL has been dealing with a backlog of work profiling data and information of all policyholders into the new system. Koi said they hope that in the new year, the new system will be fully functioning to better serve clients. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
The National Information and Communications Technology Authority has moved to clear confusion surrounding Starlink satellite internet services in Papua New Guinea. NICTA says Starlink is not licensed to operate in the country and warns that ongoing use is illegal as the regulator awaits a court decision tied to a directive from the Ombudsman Commission. The National Information and Communications Technology Authority says misinformation about Starlink has been spreading widely, prompting the authority to publicly restate its regulatory position. The regulator confirmed it ordered SpaceX to stop providing Starlink services in Papua New Guinea earlier this month. Despite this, Starlink terminals have continued to appear across the country, raising concerns about unlawful operations.
The Communications Technology Authority wishes to clarify the regulatory position regarding Starlink satellite internet service in Papua New Guinea and to address misinformation currently circulating in the public domain. On the 11th of December, NICTA formally instructed SpaceX, the parent company of Starlink Internet Services PNG Limited, to cease the provision of Starlink satellite services to Papua New Guinea. This instruction was issued in accordance with NICTA's statutory obligations under the National Information and Communications Technology Act of 2009. Starlink is not currently licensed to operate in Papua New Guinea. Despite this, NICTA has observed ongoing importation, supply, installation and use of Starlink terminals across the country over recent months. NICTA reiterates that any importation, supply, installation or use of Starlink terminals or related satellite internet equipment without a valid license or authorization issued by NICTA is strictly prohibited and is unlawful.
NICTA says the licensing process was nearly complete but was stopped by a directive from the Ombudsman Commission in March last year. The authority has since challenged that directive in court and is now awaiting a legal ruling.
We are basically in the advanced stage to license Starlink when we have this order from OC, and that sort of puts on everything to this date on that. So until and either OC withdraws its position, or if not, the court turns down its decision on that. But in the meantime, this is the formal status on Starlink, and NICTA will not license anyone that operates or intend to bring any terminals that are associated with Starlink on that. Enforcement will be very strict on that, and we want to emphasize that we are going to strictly enforce on any of those terminals that are not being licensed by NICTA at this stage. 20,000 minimum and 3 years in imprisonment if you are found to be in breach of NICTA Act.
The regulator also revealed that more than 200 Starlink users responded to an online petition, showing strong public demand for the service, but also confirming illegal use. NICTA has warned enforcement will be strict until the legal process is resolved. NICTA stresses that innovation and connectivity must continue to operate within the framework of the law. This is TVWAN News. After the break, Balimo College first graduation and mock youth parliament ends week-long youth meet.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Meet YumiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, YumiPay makes every payment simple. YumiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
Hello from Momase. Here, your worries float away like water to the sea. Friendships bloom, adventure beckons, and wonderful experiences await every traveler. Immerse yourself in amazing sights and sounds, a cool breeze, and a warm welcome.
Hello, Pearl! Hello, Pearl!
Rich history, lapping waves, lush forests, and cool waters. The soul of Momase's culture is rich and alive, and its people can't wait to welcome you and say, there's fly, play, and stay packages to suit your budget. See how we can get to know each other at PapuaNewGuinea.travel.
New Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home with an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso, irresistible fragrance.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. Ange's own coffee.
That's in the air taken. He's found the fielder.
He goes big and handsome.
Welcome back. Balimo College has created history in Western Province, graduating its first ever group of degree students. 26 new teachers completed their Bachelor of Education studies, marking the first time a recognized tertiary institution in the province has produced degree-qualified graduates. Balimo College has marked a historic first by graduating 26 students with Bachelor of Education degrees, becoming the first tertiary institution in Western Province to produce degree-qualified teachers. Recognized by Dehurst in 2024, the college was established to train local professionals, especially teachers, to serve remote communities. The SDP-funded institution operates in partnership with the Kokoda Track Foundation and has links with Western Sydney University and Divine Word University. Graduation celebrations brought together education leaders and development partners who praised the graduates for setting a new standard for higher education in the province. Graduate and 2025 SRC President Band Bariga shared his journey from remote Lake Murray to becoming a qualified teacher, highlighting the challenges faced by many students in Western Province. The milestone is being hailed as a major step forward for education in one of Papua New Guinea's most remote regions. College leaders say the graduates will play a vital role in strengthening education and creating opportunities for future generations across the region. The National Mock Youth Parliament 2025 reached its climax today as aspiring young leaders took to the floor for a high-stakes final sitting. Presided over by Deputy Clerk of Parliament Basil Kambuliagan, acting as Speaker, the session provided a rigorous simulation of the legislative process, pitting government and opposition factions against one another in a series of critical policy debates.
60 young Papua New Guineans from across the country attending the 5th National Mock Youth Parliament this week staged a mock parliament session today on the final day of the week-long program. Following question time, the mock parliament sitting involved a debate on the Criminal Code Bill 2025, which was focused on the Glassman Act and the Organic Law on Certain Constitutional Office Holders Law 2024. The debates continue to focus on the current social issues affecting the country, including health, infrastructure, law and order, and other pressing national issues. Naris Aso, representing the Minister for Health, spoke about the impact of polio vaccination rollout in the country and how it has achieved high immunity as the result.
Mr. Speaker, Papua New Guinea has maintained its polio-free status since 2000. However, on 4th April 2025, environmental surveillance in Leh detected polio stop to Alotau town. A journey that could take 2 hours, but because of the poor and terrible road condition, it takes that.
Grievance Lumi, Tok Lumi, Golo Minister or Prime Minister, you can take note.
The youth utilized the knowledge gained over the week to stage the profound and accurate mock parliament with aims to understand the process where parliamentarians go through annually to run the country. Youth Engagement Officer under United Nations Population Fund, Timothy Isaac, who is one of the facilitators, said the week was a challenging yet rewarding week for the youth to have them learn a lot of parliamentary system and process inclusive leadership trainings.
We've brought together a 60 diverse mix of young people from across the country who came here to get an experience of what the parliament is, parliamentary functions, and what the Youth Parliament Week basically is. This week we've brought in different facilitators from different organizations to conduct sessions on good governance, ethical decision making, inclusive and inclusion safe spaces. So all of these sessions were basically aimed at engaging young people.
Youth participants Garrett Bori, Makonjin Boni, and Joylin Taravaru revealed the importance of the week-long youth mock parliament sessions on how it will impact their leadership qualities as they put the knowledge gained into good uses.
Yeah, it has been so intense for us from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the night, and just to equip us with enough knowledge, enough experience for us to participate in the actual mock parliament.
I can get it, and then when I went go back to the community, like I use this all the knowledge and all the theories that I learned from different organizations. I'll go and put it into practice to boost my youth.
I believe that it is very important that whatever that we learn during this week should be put into good use, especially going back to our communities to advocate and teach them what we've learned from this program.
Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
And now let's take a look at the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2353 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2278 US, $0.3423 Australian dollars, $0.1862 euro, and 35.15 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold and cocoa closed higher, coffee, crude oil, and copper closed lower, and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX and all ordinaries closed the day higher. TV1 News continues with the day's other stories after the break.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I get a loan for my PNV contract?
You need to fill out these forms, these ones, and then you can get back to me. Okay?
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Not here. Not right now.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Of course, Kenny. I'll take down your details. I'll help with the credit check.
Thank you.
And I'll help with your business plan.
1 car Kenny, 20 car Kenny, 1,000 car Kenny. FinCorp,
Fast forward your finance from zero to hero.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for kimchi, can I great kumutu? Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste P&G loves.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldsport brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly Goldsport.
Welcome back. The National Housing Corporation has moved to clear public confusion and online rumors surrounding a major cleanup and renovation exercise at its Henao Drive flats in Port Moresby. The managing director says the work is part of a wider maintenance program for NHC properties starting in the National Capital District due to limited funding before expanding nationwide. He has assured tenants and the public that proper notices were issued months in advance following claims on social media that residents were not informed. TVWAN News visited the Henao Drive flats where NHC officials explained the cleanup, removal of illegal structures, and planned renovations aimed at improving living conditions for tenants. The National Housing Corporation has moved to clear public confusion and online criticism surrounding renovation and cleanup works at its Henao Drive flats at 5 Mile in Port Moresby. NHC says the work is part of a planned maintenance program and the tenants were formally notified months before the exercise began. The Henao Drive flats stretch from the roundabout to the far end of the compound, covering 10 housing blocks and 40 units. 40 tenants currently live in the area. This week, the National Housing Corporation began a major cleanup exercise, removing rubbish, debris, abandoned vehicles, and makeshift structures. Informal betel-nut markets and street vending are also being cleared, while trees and shrubs within the compound are being trimmed in preparation for fencing and renovation works.
We have 10 blocks and we have 40 units. So 40 tenants altogether living here.
NHC says the work at Henao Drive is the largest renovation project it is currently undertaking in Port Moresby. The program is part of a wider maintenance plan for all NHC properties. While the program is intended to be rolled out nationwide, NHC says it is starting in the National Capital District due to limited funding.
In fact, it's a nationwide program that we intend to roll out. But given the funding, limited funding that we are starting with NCD.
Mr. Toll says some renovation work had already started at other NHC properties, including flats at Manu Autoport last year. However, funding gaps delayed progress. New funding received this year has allowed the program to restart, with more work planned to continue into 2026. Smaller renovation projects are also planned for the Korobose area. NHC also addressed claims circulating on social media that tenants were not informed before the cleanup began.
Me am correct saying me unit there. But the information mix him now it's very assuring. Past time I'm flexible kind of information. They were telling us this property is being sold. They give example to like Koreans and farmers.
Started, I think, before last year. There were a few flats there renovated, but because of funding gaps, this year we got some few funding. That's why we are restarting that program. We'll continue next year. And we have come to your doorstep, door to door, and we served this notice in February, and we did a reminder in August, and now we are in December, and we are doing this exercise. So it's not a surprise to our tenants, but I understand the public at large needs to know.
The National Housing Corporation says the cleanup and renovation exercise is aimed at improving safety, order and living conditions for tenants. Work at Henao Drive flats is expected to continue into next year as part of NHC's ongoing public housing upgrade program. In regional news, the Bondi gunmen spent almost a month in the Philippines 2 weeks before the shooting. Investigators are still piecing together their movements, but a hotel claims the pair stayed there for the duration of their visit and mostly kept to their room.
We're here at a hotel in Davao, where hotel staff say that for the almost entire month of November that Sajid and Naveed Akram, the alleged Bondi shooters, stayed in. Now, this is quite significant. Philippines immigration officials have said that they are investigating the movements of the pair and confirmed that they stayed in the Philippines for almost the entire month of November. But this is the room where hotel staff here in Davao say that the pair stayed. And I just want to show you what it looks like. So, as you can see, it's a very small room. There's 2 single beds here. There's a small window with a limited view to the outside world, an air conditioning unit. There's very basic furnishings as well as an older television and 1 small bathroom here. Now, hotel staff say that Sajid and Naveed Akram mostly stayed in the room, and that's for a stay from the 1st of November to checking out on the 28th of November. They said that they left the hotel at most for 1 hour or so a day, and they don't know what they did when they left the hotel, nor indeed what they did while they were inside the hotel. Now, the hotel is a cash-only business. It costs about $24 Australian a night to stay here. The hotel also said that they didn't have a receipt on hand for their stay. They said that that has been sent to another hotel. They also say that they didn't take a copy of a passport or identification from the 2 when they booked. Now, Philippines immigration officials as well as police will continue to piece together a timeline of what they believe the pair did while they were here in the southern Philippines island of Mindanao. But no doubt it's forming a major part of investigation both in the Philippines as well as here in Australia. There's been a lot of frustration from senior officials in the Philippines, especially over a characterisation of what they've described as Philippines as an Islamic terrorist hotspot. That's certainly a characterisation we heard from a spokesperson for the president just yesterday. They were quite frustrated about that. But no doubt there are still many questions as to why the pair may have travelled here, if indeed they stayed in this hotel room for a month, who they may have met with here in Davao. The southern Philippines island here in Mindanao has grappled with Islamic extremism really for decades, and although the numbers of Islamic State fighters are far fewer than there used to be, it's still no doubt something that authorities have been confronting and are still continuing to confront in Mindanao. So there are many unanswered questions, but for the moment, hotel staff say that they were shocked to learn of the Bondi shooting. They said they recognised them in photos, so no doubt this will be investigated further by police in Philippines and Australia.
That ends the news segment. Coming up in sports, East New Britain prepares to host EGMAC 9's Tri-Series.
It's Smile O'Clock.
It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. Did you have a nice day?
Real good.
Hanging out
in the neighborhood.
Had some dinner, now it's time to
Relax.
Put on some PJs after
taking a bath.
Wanna read a story, but look,
it's Smile O'Clock.
Gotta brush our teeth.
Time o'clock.
before it gets late.
Yeah, all of us.
Everybody's happy when we
Brush, brush, brush.
Smile o'clock, time o'clock, so brush, brush, brush.
Hello from the highlands. Here, the mountain air invigorates your soul. Lush green forests, wonderful wildlife, and cascading waterfalls. When you visit, everyone from the pickaninnies to the aunties and the boo-boos are always happy to welcome you into the comfort and safety of world-class hotels and guest lodges. Amazing adventures, warm hospitality, rich culture, and friendly people that just can't wait to say, there's fly, play, and stay packages to suit your budget. See how we can get to know each other at papuanewguinea.travel.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bell mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bell mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This lutok sawa I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell Rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell Rice.
Skell Life.
The NBA on ESPN is happening now. We don't know who's going to catch fire or who will shock the world. We don't know which bucket will break some hearts, who's showing up courtside, if dynasties will ever dynasty again. And we don't know which play will become a poster. But we do know that for tip-off, Christmas, finals, and everywhere in between,
Stop playing with me.
ESPN is your home for hoops.
Welcome back. The 2026 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup competition draw has officially been revealed, marking the start of a thrilling new season of rugby league action across Papua New Guinea. This year's draw promises fierce rivalries, unforgettable moments, and unparalleled, opportunities for fans to support their favorite local stars.
8 points, leading Muruks yet to score. Here's another contest. Play on is a call.
Draws for the 2026 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup competition is officially out. Rugby league fans in Madang are in for a treat as the Kandes Rugby League Club kick off their campaign with a round 1 showdown at their home base. This fixture is set to ignite the local community and set the tone for an exhilarating season ahead. In a much-anticipated clash, reigning premiers Lay Snacks Tigers will begin their title defense against the Croton Hillawigmen. This marquee match will be part of a spectacular triple-header in Port Moresby, promising a day packed with national top-tier rugby league action. The 2026 season will culminate in the grand final on September 13th, where the best of the best will battle for ultimate glory. Adding to that excitement, 2 special super rounds have been scheduled, round 3 in Goroka and round 16 in Ley, designed to bring the league's biggest stars to passionate fans in these rugby league heartlands. This year's draw has been specially crafted to strengthen the bond between fans and their heroes. With matches in key regional centers and the introduction of super rounds, supporters will enjoy more opportunities than ever to witness live action and get behind their local clubs. Chairman Adrian Cho shared his enthusiasm for the upcoming season, thanking sponsors and fans for the support. With the draw now set, anticipation is building for what promises to be another outstanding year of rugby league. Fans are encouraged to mark their calendars, rally behind their teams, and experience the thrill of live matches as the 2026 Digital ExxonMobil Cup gets underway.
This is Finley Peter going over. Another late try to Morooks.
The highly anticipated AGMAC Rugby League 9's Tri-Series is set to make a thrilling return with 50,000 kina in prizes. Unlike the original format, which was traditionally held at Callabon, this year's tournament will feature a revised structure as a Tri-Series played over 3 weekends.
While the main Callabon sports facility is currently undergoing major reconstruction and upgrading, the upcoming AGMAC Tri-Series have been scheduled for the Gela Gela Sports Oval and Queen's Park in Rabaul. The 9th Tri-Series is set to make a thrilling return with 50,000 kina prize money. Team registration fees for the men's teams 1,000 kina and the women's 500 kina. Registration deadline is January 9, 2026. The men's competition will be played over 3 rounds, while the women's competition will kick off in round 2 of the Tri-Series. According to the Tri-Series schedule, Week 1 matches will take place on January 16 and 17 at Gela Gela Sports Oval. Week 2 matches on January 23 and 24 also at Gela Gela Sports Oval, and Week 3 matches will be played on January 31 at the Queen's Park in Rabaul. A significant number of teams are expected to participate from the 4 districts of Kokopo, Rabaul, Pomio, and Gela Gela, as well as the neighboring NGI provinces. The prize money for round 1 in the men's competition, the winners will walk away with 5,000 kina, runners-up 3,000 kina. Round 2, winners will walk away with 7,000 kina, runners-up 5,000 kina. For the women's round 1, the winners will take home 3,000 kina, runners-up 1,500. For the men's round 3 winners, champions will walk away with 10,000 kina, runners-up 7,000 kina. For the women's, the winners will take away 5,000 kina and the runners-up 3,500. The Tri-Series will provide a selection platform for the provincial franchise East New Britain Couriers ahead of the 2026 season. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that's all for sports. Now for the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy with some showers. Daru, partly cloudy with some rain showers. Alotau, occasional rain showers with possible thunderstorms. Pomase, Ley, partly cloudy with a brief shower tonight. Vanimo, partly cloudy with few showers, then mostly fine. Medang, mostly fine, then some showers overnight. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, mostly cloudy with rain and thunderstorms. Kimbe, partly cloudy with occasional rain showers. And Highlands region, Ponthagen, becoming cloudy with some rain showers. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa, becoming cloudy with some rain showers overnight, then morning fog patches. Oceans forecast. Coral Sea, seas moderate with southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea, seas moderate with west to northwest winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas moderate to rough with north to northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas slight with easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters. Waters of Finchafen through Vitius Strait to Siasi, then Long Island to Medang. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands. Seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Kerma, to Yule Island, to Hood Point, to Samarai Island. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, and waters of New Britain. Seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Island and waters of Bougainville seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And that ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you